What is going on, Coaster Spotters? It is October 27th, and we are back at American Dream at Nickelodeon Universe. Finally, almost a year to the day. Like, it was October 30th last year that I came here. All the coasters were closed, and had a good time. Didn't have to pay anything, but it was a bummer. And then we waited and waited for Bronco to open. Finally did. And, through the pandemic and all that stuff. And here we are, finally. We spent the day here. We've gone lots of rides. We've ridden each coaster at least 4 times, I believe, at this point. So we're going to go through them, give my thoughts on everything here. If you want to see, hey, it's Donatello. Hey. And if you want to hear a full tour of the place, go ahead and look at that video up in the upper right corner. But we're just going to talk about the coasters here, and then I'll tell you my general opinions on the park. We paid about $60 without tax today. With tax, it's about $70, so that is what you're going to pay. Kind of steep, but I'm thinking I'm okay with it. But let's talk more about it. So first up, TMT Shellraiser. This is the world's steepest roller coaster at over 120 degrees. This is a Eurofighter that's actually a clone, but the ride's in Japan, so no one really cares that it's a clone. Neither do I. If anything, when we go to that park in Japan, whenever I get there, I won't have to really worry about riding it other than just one time to say I did it. But it is a Eurofighter launched into, I believe, 6 inversions. You start with a version right there, right out of the station, with a really steep drop, almost 90-degree drop right out of the station into a Heartline roll. I like it. It's kind of broken up with the lift hill in the middle. I kind of wish the lift hill was first, so you always had that momentum. But for some people, I think that's better. You have a break. You do stay up there like a very long time on that 45-degree incline before you go into the 122-degree drop, I believe it is. And I think you stay up there a little bit too long. If anything, it's kind of, I don't know. That's not scary. For me, it actually gets boring after a while. But I really like the different inversions. They have something called a banana roll, which is kind of like a cobra roll, but you don't uninvert in the middle of the inversion, so it's just one inversion. Really cool twists and stuff. Now the bad, though. The front seat is really bad. It's got like these, and this is for most of these Gersthaler Eurofighters, it just vibrates you to death. And it's not like a wood coaster, like bumpy. It just really bad vibrations where it literally just shakes my brain. I could only ride it twice in the front. I've ridden it 8 times overall, and I love it. We're gonna ride a bunch more times now that it is getting dark, and it looks fantastic with this lighting by KCL Engineering. And thumbs up on this one. I'm not sure if it's my favorite coaster in the park. It would be between this and, we'll talk about it in a little bit. So Shredder, this is the world's longest and tallest spinning roller coaster. Also Gersthaler, and I really enjoy it. It's got the length. When we were riding, Ariel and I, when we were riding together on one side, it spun a lot. It kind of, I wish it had a little bit more speed through some of the parts of the ride, especially towards the end. There's a bunch of bunny hops that do absolutely nothing. I wish they had a little bit. You don't even feel like you're like not even a hint of weightlessness. And some places it just goes really slow over some of the hills. I'd love to see if we had 4 people in a car that would be any different, but I don't think we're not gonna have the opportunity today. That's for sure. I like it, but probably one of my least favorite coasters here. I think it's probably my least favorite here. It just doesn't do enough. What do you think?
It's a spinning coaster. All it does is spin. There's nothing special about it. It's long, but...
Yeah, like Turbulence on Long Island, better. Right?
Probably one of my least favorite spinning coasters.
I wouldn't go that far, but at least it's unique, because the only other Gersthaler, it's the same exact layout, like 4 times over in America at the Six Flags parks. So it's nice to ride something unique at least. All right, which might be my favorite here is Sandy's Blasting Bronco. I wow, this thing is amazing. No triple launch, one launch right into this thing. 4 inversions, really whippy. That's coming out of this inversion right here. You get whipped through it really nicely. Love it. And the greatest thing is the whole station is on a turntable, which operates remarkably fast. I imagine it's got some of the same technology that they use like on Haggard or something like that, because it reverses its train and you're launching again in like less than like 20 seconds. It's fantastic. So with that reverse sync turntable, you go backwards. So you get to go through the whole course twice, once forwards, once backwards, for 8 inversions. For how small this thing is, and I hope Intamin sells some more. This and Gale Force are the compact launch coasters that I hope get cloned. And as much as the Skyrocket 3s, like Tempesto or Phobia, as much as I enjoy them, I think I enjoy both this and definitely Gale Force a lot more. So let's hope those companies, respectively, SNS and Intamin, sell some more of these things. All right, Timmy, this is a Intimate half pipe, spinning cars. I really enjoyed it. Really comfortable lap bars. The same thing that you're getting from Blasting Bronco. I think they're identical. I really like it. It spins a lot. It's of the 3 or 4 of these I've done, I enjoyed the most. So way better than I expected. 3rd favorite coaster here.
All right, so it's about 6 months later to the day, and we didn't vlog that much. So we need to talk about the final coaster, the Nickelodeon Slime Streak. This thing is a family coaster, but it's 70 feet tall with a 55-foot drop and like 2.5 Gs, which is pretty incredible for a family coaster. And it's a lot of fun. It has nice forces, as I said, lateral, positive, negative, great view of the park. Only problem is the cars are so small. These are the cars that were on their kiddie coaster by Chance Rides. And for whatever reason, they didn't develop a bigger coaster car, which I think is a little moronic, and it should have 2 trains. Maybe someday they'll upgrade it so it can run 2 trains. It's not like it's that long train for the other Nickelodeon Universe that, has a very long train that sits like either 30 or 40 people. But the other thing about this park is it has a good selection of rides. It really does. Adult, thrilling, family rides. It needs more kiddie rides, and that's actually where they're investing right now. They're going to be putting in, I think, 4 new kiddie rides, one which was already built when we were there. And that's great. That's what this place needs, definitely. And I also really enjoyed the Skyline screen, which is their drop tower. It's SNS air-launched one with a combo tower, so you get shot up and down, and when you're up there, you get a 360 view of the surrounding swampland and also of New York City. So it's a great view, and that's really cool. You also get to see that from the top of Shellraiser. So yeah, and as I said, we did almost every single ride. It's got a good collection of rides. I just think that they need to do a little bit of a revamp to their pricing. I really hate the fact that you can't pay one price or go and get tickets and walk freely around. I really hope they change that eventually, so you can just walk into the park and casually go. Because once more shops open, that's what it feels like that you should be able to do. Do some shopping, do a couple rides, maybe not spend the full day there. The water park makes more sense because it's a water park. You're probably going to just spend the entire day at the water park, which is another thing we would love to go to, but it's very expensive, as is this park. We paid $70 for 6 hours, which was, I think, more than reasonably. But during the week now, it seems that it's $70, but it can vary between $60 and $100, depending on the week or the weekend or whatnot. During the weekend, it seems like currently they have 4-hour slots and 3 sessions that actually the middle one overlaps the first and third sessions. And that's 4 hours for $75 this coming weekend. So that's really getting expensive. But New York City is expensive, but the problem is I can't see myself visiting very frequently at that price. I probably will be getting back there in the nearest future because of friends wanting to go and all that stuff. But regardless, it's a great park and you should go. It's got great collection of coasters and rides, and I wish it was a little bit better themed, a little bit more immersive theming. It's more aesthetics, as I think I said it in the tour over a year and a half ago. It looks nice, but it's not immersive, and I wish they did it a little bit better. And a dark ride would be fantastic in the future. That's one thing that the place really needs, and maybe try to fill out the area underneath the Shellraiser with things like that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. This has been Alex for the Coaster Spot. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.